Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Keikami, and today we're going to be continuing our Let's Play series in the game Coral Island. If you're enjoying this series, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more cozy gaming content. So, I have a little bit of a confession to make. When I was editing this video, I realized that I had my microphone turned off for the entire time. So, we're going to attempt to voice over this this is my first voiceover attempt, so we'll see how this goes. I'll try to explain what I'm doing, and I'll definitely be reading the chat boxes. But other than that, I might be a little quieter than usual. So when we logged in, we had the mythical quest that we still needed to do. I believe the first thing we did here was either read the mail or water our crops. And we watered our crops. It's usually how we start out most of my videos. We always start with a little bit of home maintenance, then we check the mail, then go on adventures. It's kind of the order I tend to do things in. Yep, there's the mail. Greetings, Keikami. Hey, kid. I noticed that the elevator for the Earth shaft now reaches level 10. I'm aware that it was your doing. Since you've shown yourself to be capable, here's a task. Defeat 30 monsters. Then swing by our guild room once the job is completed. Consider this your entrance exam. P.S. The guild is right beside my house. Get good, Kira. Keikami, I found you passed out yesterday. It got me really worried, so I took you to the clinic. I hope you get better soon, Golden Hawk. Your clinic charges are right behind this letter. Best Millies. Human. Afraid I was when you summoned me, but open the path she has to my home. This mean Human must come visit me. Understand you will after meet how to heal island. Left of your farm, my home. If confused, look at drawing I share. Chieftain. So if you remember last time, we looked at the tree, and the tree had a creature come out, and it kind of took off running. And so I believe that's what that letter was in reference to. So we have to meet the Chieftain. That's the mythical dream quest. And one of the things I noticed here was that we now had these flower petals on the ground, and it looked like they were leading us to where we needed to meet the Chieftain. So while I was running here, I decided, hey, you know what? Should clear the path, right? Until my inventory got full. Yep. I realized my mistake there. So we're running all the way back. Do a little bit of inventory management. And it was about this time I realized that, hey, we still had that smelter and we had never used it yet. And I knew it took 5 ore to 1 coal. And so it looked like we could make 3 ingots. And the question was, and that's what we were actually going to do. The question was whether or not we could make 3 at the same time or not. That was really what I was debating here. Then we got this Ring of Speed. And so I was trying to equip it, and I realized there's a little equipment slot there in the center. And so we equipped that. It gave us a tool speed of 30%, which was great. Put the other items in. Switched over to the other inventories. Oh, yep. I tried this a couple of times. I was having a lot of trouble trying to figure out how to get this furnace to work. We had it work before. We made 1 ingot previously. But for some reason, I had a lot of trouble figuring this out. I end up putting all the stuff away, and I do figure it out later eventually. But for right now, this is me struggling with it. My thought was maybe it had to be actually separated out, but apparently it didn't. Like I said, we do eventually figure this out, but we decided to move on. And this time we decided not to clear the rest of this path. Just because of inventory storage issues. Well, trick is you gotta kind of stay with the path or else you gotta keep up with it, I guess. You can't run too far ahead of it. That was something I realized there. Looking for the bug net. Gonna try to catch the butterflies and stuff for the museum on the way. I do not have any luck. In fact, I don't think I had much luck with any of the butterflies in this episode. They just, I'm either too slow, I'm not running up to them. I gotta figure out the dash. There's some things. Human. I, Chieftain, thank you, human, to come here. You're, what are you? Goom? I, Chieftain, is giant. For long waited I have for you. Come this way, look here. See, you have these writings, but understand you do not. See you not power of shrines, but see you must. Key they are to help goddess. Help goddess, then sickness gone. Time now for ceremony. Fast we must do. Hurt only a little, but open your eyes, Will. Starting in 5, 4, 3, now! See? Done so fast. Awakened you have to power of nature. Goom Goom? Goddess who? That goddess must answer, not come from me. Ready you are to meet goddess. In Lake Temple, there her home. Speak no more, rest now I must after ceremony. Again will I speak to you, human, not now, later. Goodbye. Third eye. So we unlock the third eye and we're now able to read and understand the language of old. So that's all of the tablets and stuff. And now we have to meet the goddess at the Lake Temple. We found a chest, got some candy, and that there looks like an outdoor kitchen. Looked more like a little fireplace pit to me. It's comfier than it looks, so we're just exploring around, just checking everything out. Making sure there's nothing else hidden that we're not seeing. All the corners. This might mean something. And that's the little statue thing there. Nope. Missed yet another bug. I think I grabbed everything but the tulips, which is kind of funny looking back on it now. I don't know why. Oh, I wonder if that's the... There's a plant I'm looking for. We'll find out later. I think I just saw it. Nope. Missed another bug. Is that number 4 or 5? Keep getting stumbled up on those little tiny plants there. To reach the forest with haste, make 2 offerings to the forest tree. We've got to figure out what the forest tree is and what offerings it wants. Do we go in the carpenters? Yes. I think we're just looking to see what kind of upgrades, if there's anything new. Yeah. So I don't think we saw anything new in the shop. But I think we do look at the house upgrades and the style. And we're trying to get an idea of how much gold it's going to take to really do some of these upgrades. I noticed that the basic one starts at about 2,000. We can also upgrade our house, but it takes about 5,000 coins. But we do kind of click through and take a look at the different styles and what they look like. Let's see, I think we also look at house style. I believe this lets us just change our current style of our place, which was not something we were interested in. And so, yep, the last option there was to leave. Talk to Shame. The hot spring is really good for sore muscles. Nothing beats a hot soak after a hard workout. I believe we checked this out again. We can't break it without a bronze pickaxe. And then we go and check out the museum. The idea was to see if maybe if the flowers we picked up could be donated, if they had like a plant section. I think that was the thought process there. And it turns out, no, they don't. They won't let you collect the different species of plants. But we are excited to see our fly in there that we donated, along with our mask. We noticed that there's going to be a tree planting festival in the spring 21. So on the 21st day of spring. Right now it's the 12th, which you can see in the top right corner there. We do check the notice board, figure out what the new errand is, and it looks like Bree wants a peony flower. We have peony flowers currently growing in our garden, but none of them have gotten ready to harvest yet. So we're not going to accept that quest until we get there. We wanted to know what bag upgrades. It'd be 3,500 for a bag upgrade. So now we kind of have an idea. We do need some seeds for the garden. We do sell our flowers. We don't grab too many because we aren't quite sure what we need just yet. But we grab a couple. Or a few, not really a couple, but a few. So now we're looking for that diving school. And so we're trying to figure out where it could be. We don't see it along the beach. We're wondering if it's over by the lighthouse. So I think we're gonna head over in that direction to see if we can find it. It's another fly. Oh, we did see that we could inspect the log, so we take a look at it. And we notice that it's not stable enough to sit on, which is sad. That'd be a cool little bench. And then we realize that our diving school is just right here. So it's kind of in between where the beach and the lighthouse is. Ah, hello there. I was just looking out to sea. Ever since the oil spill, people have forgotten about the ocean. Actually, that's not true. They still remember. It's just someone else's problem now. Someone else will fix it. Their concern is enough. It's a shame, because we can still do something about it. There's still time. Plus, all the valuable kelp down there is going to waste. Arr. Sorry to unload on you like that. Are you here because of the letter I sent? I am. Mumbles. What am I going to do if this person doesn't work out either? By the way, my name is Ling. I run the lab in town. Thanks for showing up. Here's the deal. You need a diving suit to get into the water, and I need the right someone to activate my science down there. For now, let's do an exchange. If you can activate 5 solar orbs in the ocean, you can keep the diving suit. Here's what a solar orb looks like. You want to bring your scythe to clear trash because the orbs are most likely buried under it. If you're able to activate one, and let's assume something happens because something will, you'll have questions, I'm sure, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Whatever happens, just know that the solar orbs are the key to restoring our ocean and healing the sick coral. Okay? Since I can't go into the ocean myself, you'll be accompanied by Kibble, the bot. And Kibble is so cute, by the way. You'll learn more about how it works when you're down there. Let me know how it goes. I need to head back to my lab. Good luck, Keikami. Bye. And we acquire a diving suit, and we're now able to dive into the ocean. Oops. So now we check to make sure we don't have to equip the outfit or anything. We want to make sure it either A, auto-equips or not. We find our bathing suit. But no, it looks like we don't have to equip the diving suit before we jump in. The sun is so bright today, it hurts my eyes, but it's such good lighting for photography. So now we're trying to figure out where to dive in. We're laughing at the chicken boat because it is awesome. A very ornate sculpture. It looks familiar. Looks almost like those rocks. Oh, we see Kibble down there. We figured this has got to be the place. Ahoy from the deep, you know. Anchor gets sucked. Give it a reset before diving. So, we gotta find these orbs. And we're gonna start clearing away all of this debris trying to find them. And there's a lot of it. In fact, we spend a good amount of time down here trying to clear up this debris. We're just kind of taking a look around, getting a lay of the land. Tell you one thing, the days really do go by fast when you're down here doing this. That was something we noticed. Or I should say that I noticed. Pick up a lot of clams, which is kind of cool. So we go through and we just start clearing this away, section by section. And we found the orb, so we activate it. We're curious to see what's going to happen here. I think that's when we noticed that the thing there opened up. And we realized that it's blocked. That whatever it's trying to do is blocked. So we grab a little bit more energy. Start getting rid of some of this debris. make room for it here. We're hoping we don't get zapped. And if you notice, all the coral gets restored. So then we go and we clear up the rest of this trash. No sense in keeping it around. We look at the time, we notice that it's getting really late, kind of close to, you know, midnight, which is when we tend to get sent back home. We get too exhausted, we end up getting sent back. So we come back up, we're gonna go head back to our house and hit the bed for the night. And we're gonna call that a day. We found 1 out of 5. We're so glad we made this path. I think in the next episode, I'd like to expand that out a little bit. Maybe clear up more of the debris. I think every time we play, we may expand that a little bit more. Oh, we're going to plant the rest of our potato seeds and water the crops. That way we get the extra days of growth on there. Hopefully. And we're ready for the next day. So, like how we start all of our days, we tend to our garden, so we're going to harvest all the crops. Figure out what we're going to plant there. Water everything that needs to be watered. And I think what we decide is that we remembered that we had some turnips and some daisy seeds. And so we're going to take those and we're going to plant those instead. The trick is we got inventory issues. Again. Nope. I keep clicking all the wrong buttons. Randomly throwing water everywhere, which is fun. So we put down the turnip seeds. There's the daisy seeds. Then I think we're also going to see if those clams and stuff that we picked up underwater is something we can throw in the museum. It's kind of what we're thinking about. But first we're going to sell the turnips. So I think right now we're trying to figure out how to head back to the museum. And we learned that there was an easy way to make it to the diving school from our place. So now it's just a matter of figuring out the rest. Well, we know we're not catching that. We're gonna try to catch some more bugs. I think we still fail miserably. Yeah, we're looking for the museum. And it looks like no, we cannot donate any of the clams or any of the stuff that we picked up. So we go to Sam's. I believe we're gonna either try selling them. I think we're gonna try selling them. Because if you can't donate them, let's make some money off them. And I think this is roughly where we find out that you can actually eat those, that they're food items versus any other type of an item. I might still be confused at this point, trying to figure out what to do with those. But I know eventually we figure out we can eat them. Oh, we hit the wrong map, and we realize this is a diving map, which was kind of interesting. We keep opening up the wrong kind of map. I believe at this point we just say, let's go back down and dive and finish the quest for the 5 geodes. One of the things we are pleasantly surprised about is that our progress is saved. So all the stuff that we had cleaned up is still cleaned up, which is different from the caverns. Because when we went into the caverns, when we came back into level 1, all the rocks that we had cleared out was still there. And so this was actually a good surprise. So we decide that we're going to clean this whole thing, or at least this area, before kind of wandering off to the next. I think it's about time we realized that this stuff could be harvested, and that was actually our bronze kelp. We were trying to figure out if the green ones could be harvested. It looks like you can make them go away, but we weren't getting anything from it. At least not at this time. And that was the... use the anchor. We're like, yeah, okay. Little tutorial tip popped up for us. We're going to try to pick up all the kelp. We realize that there's sea bugs, or sea creatures, so a sea slug. We are a bit excited about the kelp, because we know that was going to be the upgrade for both the bug catching net and the fishing pole. We just noticed our focus was down. Eat a couple candy trees. We figured if we cleared out the way around the shrine and then moved outwards from there, it might be a good way of finding the orb that we were looking for. So that's kind of what we're doing here. Changing strategies a little bit. We cannot catch the starfish. That's what we were trying to do there. It's kind of funny. Nope. But we do see the slug. And then we got another low stamina alert. So, more candy tree seeds. And we ended up getting our first ornate coffer. We will end up getting a few during this, not during this run, but during this whole entire excursion while we're trying to complete this quest. We decided we were getting a little far away from this temple, so we decided to come back, and we're going to try in this area to see if we could find the detonator. There's our second coffer. And we found the detonator. Clear the stuff away from it and activate. This time we wanted to see it actually what the temple did, since we were a little far away last time. Oh, we didn't need to clear that. And this is about time we noticed that the vines reseeded whenever we activated one of these, opening up new sections and new areas. So we're just now moving into the new area that opened up. We just realized that our inventory is full, which is fine. Really didn't need the wood log anyways. I don't know why I didn't go for the bronze kelp there. Seems a little weird. Got another low stamina. We know that it's starting to get late. I think we're gonna grab what we can. Oh, we found the thing. We decide that we're gonna activate it before we leave. It goes pretty far. Which we noticed was great, but we definitely did not have the stamina to clear any of that. So we're gonna hastily eat some candy trees seeds. Just enough to clear a little bit of a path. Apparently it's going everywhere where we weren't. And there we go. We know the time is coming. It's really getting late. So we call over the anchor, I think. Yep, we move the anchor. And then we head on up. Now we're trying to hurry, so we're ignoring a lot of the bugs and stuff along the way. Because we don't want to not make it to the house. If we fail to make it to the house, then our stamina only recovers to half. And since we're doing a lot of the deep sea diving, we want to make sure our stamina is at full. So we're happy we made it and ready to close out another day. So we did level up our diving. We got 3 max stamina, and we earned 240 tokens for the day from farming. I believe that was the turnips we sold. Oh, and we also unlocked 2 new recipes. So yeah, good morning to you, Keikami. You have a great spot here. Waking up to this every day must feel amazing. It's a little dirty, but thank you. I heard from Ling. Gah, that feels weird calling Dr. Zhang Ling. Well, she insisted. Anyways, she said you went diving. How was it? Can I bring kibble home? I think that's what I answered. I want to say yes, but kibble isn't mine to give, so... Anyway... When you dive, you might come across kelps. They look like large dancing worms on the seabed. Those are kelps. Useful stuff. There are wide varieties of kelps. Each has its own characteristics and benefits. The ones you probably encounter now is the bronze kelp. Looks kind of brownish. The lab can use them to upgrade your seeds and fodder. It will then increase the quality of your crops and animal products. Higher quality means higher prices too. You need to extract the kelp's essence before bringing them to the lab though. And an extractor can extract kelp's essence. Here's the blueprint for making it. To make an essence, you need to place 10 kelp and a glass inside the extractor. Bring 10 kelp essence to the lab and you can choose which produce to upgrade. How's that? Good luck! So we need to craft an extractor. But we don't really get to that this episode. I know I plan on doing it in the next one, so more to come on the extractor. Now we know what the bronze kelp is for. We're deciding right now what all to keep and what all to get rid of. I think this is where we realize that the clams and all the shells and stuff, that they're actually food and we can eat those instead of the candy. Because we noticed that our candy stock, we're peeling through that really quick. And so we were hoping for something maybe a little more substantial. We're going to keep the slug. And so we're thinking we can maybe use the candy as a way to sustain ourselves underwater than using the candy tree seeds. We can harvest some potatoes. So at this point, I'm trying to figure out what to put in that blank row. And I remember that we have a turnip and a daisy, but we also had one mystery seed as well. So that's kind of what we're going to plant here instead. We're going to put a row of all three. So the daisy in front, the turnip, and then finally that mystery seed. If I open up the right chest to find it. There we go. And water. So now we're going to head back down and we're going to finish up the diving quest. Well, maybe not. What did I forget? That's right, we're going to put the potatoes in the bin to sell. And we're going to check the mail. Sprout, I'm glad to hear that the rumors of a new farmer in Starlit Town are true. You've been doing excellent work in the field. Give these fertilizers a try, apply them to tilled soil. They'll increase your chances of harvesting higher quality crops, which will in turn fetch you more coins when it's time to sell. Jeff Smith, the Farmers Guild. Keikami, if you have any fresh spring vegetables, please send them my way. Your neighbor, Suki. We were trying to figure out what a spring vegetable was. Then Keikami, I'd like to run an idea by you about local produce. Meet me at the general store when you have the time. Thank you, Sam. So we had a couple other quests that popped up, which is good. Put the fertilizer away. And I think now we're going to go diving because we really wanted to complete that Heal Coral Sites quest. That was kind of the focus of today's episode. And back down we go. We see the little... Oh, and we miss him. We try a couple times to get that guy and we just keep missing him. I would love to have a little seahorse, though. It'd be kind of cute. I think we try to see if we can harvest that large plant item, but no luck. We do grab the rest of the kelp. Yep. We do try a couple of times. I think I do a quick perimeter just to make sure that I didn't miss anything along the sides. And that's when I noticed the coral. But I think we go for the slug first. Yep. Then we'll pick up all of the kelp. We try the seaweed again. And one of these times we're actually successful in picking up some seaweed. The seaweed wasn't always a guaranteed drop, though. It looks like it had a much lower drop rate than, say, some of the other plants and stuff we've gathered thus far. So now we're just going to head back. We do look at the map, and it looks like we're up in this little corner here. And you can see the 3 shrines that we had already activated. It looks like there's 3 more. So we're going to continue around. And we're going to activate the other 3. I don't think we do it all in this dive. I think we make one more dive after this, but we get close. Yep, we're going to try eating the clams, or consuming the clams. See if that helps our stamina a bit. And that's when we realize that it only recovers 25 stamina, which isn't much. The candy restored about 60, so it's about half, which is really too bad. So we consume what we can. Oh, no. We just stopped there. We saved some. Maybe not. Another coffer. We do see that one starfish moving though, and so we do try to catch it. Nope. There we go. And it is just a common starfish, but it was one that was catchable, so a little excited about that. That was pretty cool. Now I know we can take the sea creatures to the museum, and so we're happy to move that quest forward at the same time while doing this. Got the low stamina alert. Believe we're going to finish up with the oysters. I think we'll eat the mushroom as well. So we just kind of keep making our way through here. Slow but steady. We're looking for any more clams, mushrooms, anything of that nature before we dove into the candy. Oh, the candy really does give the better stamina boost at the moment. Still looking for this beacon. I think this is about the last time I'm thinking, is this going to be the very last piece that we end up breaking? Are we not going to find this at all? And so I'm looking for it, looking for it. And sure enough, it almost is. I think there's a couple pieces there remaining, but it was pretty close. But this makes seeing the last couple of pieces way easier. I think we do go around and grab those real fast. We notice that the steps this way have opened up. We don't head down there though. Our goal is to kind of go back up to that north section and loop around. So we finish up this little area here before we move on. And we think we're going to attempt that the next day. I don't think we really do that this day. Mostly because the time right now, our stamina's low. It'd be better just to reset. Yep. I think we try to catch this bug this little caterpillar. This might be our first successful bug catch. Ready? Yay! On land. We did not have a successful bug catch on land until then. About an hour in. That's pretty sad. We really got to work on our bug catching. And that's the end of this day. We got 225, and that was from the potatoes that we harvested. I believe we level up a couple things as well. Nope, we didn't. Not this round. Okay, I thought maybe we did. Lucky for us, it is raining today, so we don't have to water our crops. And I believe we end up putting away our watering can. Yep, because since we don't have to water anything, just to save inventory space, because our inventory has just been horrible lately. So I do throw the bugs in there as well. Just so that we have a placeholder for them. Again, I'm trying to keep inventory slots open and ready to go. I think we're going to jump back in and make it a long day in the water. And we're going to finish up the coral sites. We're going to finish this quest this day, I think. I do like how all the textures of the game kind of changed. They all kind of got a wet look now. You can almost see the water droplets on the wood. I think that's kind of neat. So we come back down, we see our seahorse, and we still can't get it. I don't know why. I think we tried every way to Sunday trying to get that thing. Next time. That's what I keep telling myself, next time. Looks like some of our kelp grew back. Do we really want another slug? No. I think we let that one go. We gather up what we can. We notice some of the trash is starting to come back. That wasn't there. So we may have to roam around, and this may be something we have to keep up with. We do decide to conserve our energy. We do go immediately right into the clearing. We don't spend too much time doing other stuff. I do kind of hate that I have to go back home every time. I couldn't just stay down here and mine or harvest, but at the same time it is a game, and that's one of the game aspects, so I get it. I think I just noticed our stamina a little bit. The goal is to keep it up a little bit. Do we eat the mushrooms? Yes, we do have the mushrooms as well. There we go. That, and it also kept our inventory clean. We knew it wasn't going to give us much stamina, but enough to kind of keep going here. Did we find it? We found it. We're going to clear a little bit of the debris around it. We weren't sure which temple was going to open up, so we wanted to make sure we had some of the debris around here cleaned up before we activated it. I think we were good at this point. And we realized this activated the one on the left. Now this would complete our quest, but it just felt wrong leaving the other one not completed. So we do go ahead and we do complete that one after this. We think it's going to go clear that section there. Whereas the other one would clean kind of the bottom, the southern section. Or the southern half, I should say. Yep. So now we can visit the lab. We did technically complete the quest. But we kind of wanted to do the other lab. The only thing we could think of was that it was down this direction. A lot of low stamina. I think we go through almost all of our candy. It's kind of surprising. I think I even make a comment to where we really have to learn how to make those. I think we got a crafting recipe for it. Really need to see what's involved with it. Now I'm hoping it's somewhere close. And of course it's not. Did get a lot of coffers though. There it is. So we go ahead, we activate this just to make sure we got this done. And then we finish clearing up this section. Yeah, we know, low stamina. We want to see if that barrier gets removed. Let's see. We're hoping it does. And sure enough, they recede. So now we're happy. We cleared up that one little section there. So we call down the anchor. Oh, we accidentally called down the anchor. Clear up a little bit of extra stuff. We already have a starfish. We're not gonna... Oh, yeah. Maybe we are gonna catch another one. Almost. Knock some of these rocks. Kind of surprised at how fast some of this stuff starts to come back. And we're done. So I believe we do head home? Or do we head to the museum? I believe we head home first. Oh no, we're going to go see Ling. We're looking for her lab. That's what we're looking for. We're going to go turn in the quest. So we're going to go talk to Ling. That's what we're going to do. Missed that one. Never fails. Like I said, our luck with catching bugs on land is just terrible today. I do like that the little girl is skipping in the rain. And we're trying to figure out, where are we going again? Ling's. Where's Ling's? I think the townie things, they really cover up some of the the location icons. So it's kind of hard to see, I guess, exactly where it is. Not quite sure what that sound means. I wonder if that means it's 6. So we missed Ling's. They were closed. We do try to check out this tree. It just says sacred area. There is nothing else there to read. So we're working on it. No, we did get the moth, but we definitely overexerted ourselves to where now we're too tired to even walk. If you look at our stamina is at -8. We're going, oh no, now we have to figure out how to get home. What is the fastest way home? And we're just hoping we don't pass out on the road. Probably going to check our map a few times. I do recognize that that is the vineyard. And so it's a little bit, I kind of know where we're at. And that was the carpenters. So we know we're close. I think I do get a little lost and I kind of wander a little around. But we do eventually make it. I see the moth. I want the moth. I think I wandered through the little barn area thinking maybe we could use it as a shortcut to get home, but no. Just a walking zombie at this point. So excited we got the bug. I think I was reading the description on it. We're just going to go straight to bed. And that's the end of this day. We didn't earn anything. But one of the things we did notice is that we were at -8 stamina, and we noticed that when we slept, we lost that 8. It took it out of the next day's stamina allowance, I guess. So That was something new that we had learned. So here I think we're going to grab our watering can. And we may grab all of the... I think we may get the carrots first. But I know we're eventually going to get all the bugs. We're going to talk to Ling for the day. And then we're going to turn everything in at the museum. Now, I think that's where I was surprised that we only had 4 candy seeds left. We had so many before. Oh, I think I decided I'm going to try playing with the bronze. We're going to try making this ore again. I think we finally figure it out. And the trick is that you actually have to have it in your hand when you put it in there. You can't just tap it with any random thing in your inventory. Now I know I separated it each time. I think you could drop all 3 at once as long as you're holding the ore in your hand. That was the trick that I couldn't figure out earlier. So you can see we do eventually figure this out. So I think I'm just organizing all the bugs in one spot. I put the geode in there because we're going to hit the blacksmith as well. I think we're good with everything else. No, I don't want to hold the slug. Just making one last check. Do I harvest the carrots? Doesn't look like I do. I think I'm debating if I want to turn in the stuff to the museum first, or if I want to go to the blacksmith first. I think eventually I do decide to go to the museum first, because if we were to open up the geodes and the chests, we may not have enough inventory space to hold all this stuff. So we end up going to the museum. I think I do want to check out the fountain. It just doesn't say anything except for Scarlet Town. I look at they have another for lease sign on a building. And now I gotta figure out where is the museum. Where am I and where's the museum? Oh, there's the lab. So we gotta go talk to Ling. I forgot we talked to Ling first. Ah, Keikami, welcome to the lab. I've been expecting you. Of course I already know everything that happened while you were diving. You were able to activate the solar orb. I saw everything unfold from Kibble's point of view. I'm glad the ocean finally found someone worthy. More importantly, I owe you an explanation. Please, follow me into my secret lair where I can explain things to you. Where to start? Well, many years ago, I planted super corals, just like the one here, all around Coral Island. They've been specially bred to survive rising ocean temperatures and hostile environments. The room we're in also holds ancient technology that can remove those stubborn oil-covered roots and heal sick coral. what you saw in the ocean, how should I put it? At its most basic, we take a little bit of what makes a super coral healthy and share it with all the other sick corals so they can get better. By combining human science, a little bit of magic, and the ancient technology, the ocean can recover. It's a lot to take in, and I'm sure you still have questions, but that's all I can share for now. The rest you'll need to discover on your own. As promised, the diving suit is yours to keep. Okay. But just one more thing before I let you go. I want you to know that although you've been deemed worthy, you aren't the only one out there that is worthy. Hopefully that didn't come across the wrong way, but I don't want you to feel like this is a fate you can't escape. There's nothing worse than that. Thanks again for stopping by, Keikami. Alright, so we got a new quest. We got to heal 20 out of 20 sites total, and we're at 6. So, it looks like this is one of those things that keeps progressing. And there's some stuff in here, so I think we go through and we look at some of the stuff we have. So we shop. They have various kelps, glass, fertilizer. The upgrade produce quality. This is where you can upgrade your stuff with the essence. And that's crops, and one's a fruit and one's a... There are different types of seeds, I guess. I don't think we went into the coral because we didn't have any coral. And the other option was to leave, so... From here, I think we're looking for the blacksmith or the museum. And I think we do decide to go to the museum. That was that debate we were talking about earlier. Now I was wondering, can I get there from here? I didn't think you could. I do like those arches, though. I still think they're super pretty. Wrong building. So we gotta donate the bugs. And sure enough we can, which is awesome. And we did get a reward, which was more candy tree seeds, which is exactly what we needed. Especially if we're gonna be down more, or down in the ocean more. Now we're looking for the best way to get to the blacksmith, if we should go around or... And actually we decided to go check out the recycling center. I know that we have 306 trash in our inventory. And the idea was, can we possibly recycle that? What do we do with all this trash that we're picking up? Aside from making it into our own stuff, what else can we do with it? So I think that's going to be our next stop after the blacksmith. So we're going to process the geodes and coffers. We like in bronze. See, and this is where I started worrying that we were going to run out of space. Like, we got 3 items and 2 coffers left. We got lucky with trash. Like, oh man. I'm glad we went the route that we did. Cool. Later, Pablo. And we went the wrong way. It happens. And we're running into walls. You'd think our stamina was low and we were just kind of zombie walking, but no. I believe we do head back to the museum to drop off the artifacts that we found. I'm just cleaning up a bit of the moss on these stones. So now we're going to donate our items. We do get the next reward, which is great, which is some potato seeds, which is actually wonderful because it saves us from having to go to Sam's. So a little excited about that. Maybe if we do this. Hey! Keikami, come take a look at this. You see this? This is a blueprint for a bigger museum. The museum we have now is... It works, but can you imagine something bigger? Something more extravagant? Imagine this, Keikami. We have one section dedicated to the aquatic creatures of this island. Then there's another section where we can look at all of the fossils we've dug up. Oh, we can have a bigger and better section for the ancient artifacts. Doesn't that sound exciting? Sounds really cool, but it does also sound expensive. And we can't fill up the museum as it is, isn't it? But there's one big problem though. The town just doesn't have the budget to build this museum. Yep. At least not yet. So, what if we raise the money to build it? By that, I mean I'm gonna start a Kickstarter campaign. Do you know what a Kickstarter is? I don't know. Can you explain? Let's see what he has to say here. Kickstarter is a crowdfunding platform. We put our project online, then people can help fund it. In return, we give them something for the project as a token of appreciation. Great idea, right? Anyways, I'm almost ready to launch this campaign, but there are a few things I need help with. Based on my research, the most successful campaigns are those that already have something significant to show. Something to reassure the backers that they're backing a legit project. If I show the empty museum in the campaign, people are going to think this project is a scam or something. Now, my dear hardworking Keikami, this is where you come in. We're really happy with what you've brought to the museum so far. They're all amazing, but it's not enough. I asked Macy to take pictures of our museum yesterday, and it just looked empty. No one is going to help us if all we show them is an empty museum. But if you were to donate more items, do you see where I'm going with this? That's right, the museum won't look so empty, and we can convince more people to help us fund our project. Now, while you help us gather more artifacts, I'm going to prepare more materials to upload to the campaign page. I'll scan this blueprint, then I'll ask Millie to write something awesome for the campaign. Oh, maybe I should get Lily to make us a website. Look at that, it's all coming together. Now go forth, Keikami, collect more items so we can launch our Pickstarter campaign. So now we have to donate 50 items to the museum. So I think this is when we decided to check out the recycling center to see if we can get rid of some of this trash that we've been picking up. And this place looks pretty dumpy. I know when I finally get the little inspect thing, it says that it's closed. Inspect. You cannot use this recycling center. Which was too bad. It was actually kind of sad to hear. So I think this is the point where we decided to go check out the lake temple. So we had the quest from the beginning of this episode to where we had to go talk to the goddess at the lake temple. And so we're actually gonna try making our way over. We're gonna attempt to catch this fly. We fail. I tried dashing to see if maybe that would do better. I think I have problems just getting the right angle with the net. We can't catch the little centipede though. Does it really have 100 legs? It might. And we do catch the pus moth, which is surprisingly fluffy. So a couple more items for us to throw into the, or to donate to the museum. Just checking where we are. Taking a look. The view from here isn't too bad. You could get used to it. Jim, fishing is a great skill to cultivate. It builds character and takes patience. And Jim's there doing Tai Chi, which is actually kind of cool. I think I noticed that. Keikami. At last, but my time is short. Huh? The altars. They hold the key to rejuvenate my strength and heal the land. Okay. Begin with an offering at this altar. In return, receive my blessing to traverse the shrines. It will aid your journey. Huh? So you can offer certain items to the temple to help heal Coral Island. So kind of looking at what the resources are. Complete a temple offering. Offer your best to help the nature. Thus, nature will help your travel. So here are the shrines, and we do take a look. The crop altar. So we have essential resources, spring, summer, fall, winter. I think it's interesting how they spell the word season, and then ocean loot. It's Sesagen. I hope I said that right. So it looks like we need wood, stone, fiber, sap, some maple seeds, acorns, and I think pine? Yeah, pine cones. So just going to take a look at, go through what all's in each of the collections that we need to get. So the wasabi is the item that we're going to have trouble finding in the spring season. Just haven't seen that item yet. Obviously we're not in summer or fall, so we haven't seen any of these items. We probably won't for a while, but it's good to know what we're looking for. We have some sea salt, but I don't think we've seen any of the other items. So we have to be careful whenever we eat any of the loot from the ocean. And we can't access any of the other altars, so we don't understand what they say just yet. You wonder what these swirling flowers are. Sacred area. We do see if we can try to heal another tree, but it looks like we can only do one at a time. Do we get that one? Nope. See, we can get right next to it, get right behind it, and we still can't grab it. And we got the cricket. It's quiet. In the quiet, it's surprisingly loud. Just looking at some of the other houses. It reads, Uncle Mark, do not touch. I think our inventory is full right now. That's what we were kind of looking at. So we're going to try to donate these bugs to the museum real fast. Free up a little bit of space while there's still time. I think I made a comment about how much I liked the little merry-go-round and how that was really kind of fun and surprising on the first episode. There's the really pretty arches again. We notice that we do have a visitor to the museum. Oh. When a caterpillar spins its chrysalis, it's an ugly little thing, but then a beautiful butterfly emerges. From Eleanor. And lychees are the same. Ugly on the outside, but soft and sweet on the inside. You can go. Museum donation options. Oh, we can see some of our items that we donated. Let's put the moth, the cricket, and the centipede in. So it's starting to get late. I think we're gonna head home. We are looking for morels and the wasabi at this point. I'm not quite sure where to find that. We know we can pick up the other items for the crop quest from our garden. It's more the last two. I think I realized that we can harvest our carrots. We didn't harvest them last time. Oops, nope. There we go. Okay, and we do replant them with the potato seeds. Nice. And those were the seeds we got from the museum. We do pick up our bars. Let's see what we can sell. If we can sell the carrots for the night. So we're just doing kind of some evening cleanup here. Nothing too fancy, but yeah. Just stuff that needs to be done. I don't know why I didn't continue there. That's okay. Oh, I wanted to see if we could make the another bronze bar. Because we're at 4, and we need 5 in order to upgrade one of our items. So I go ahead, put the bronze in my inventory, and then we can go ahead and put it right into the smelter. I think I also look at the crafting recipe here soon. Oops, nope. No, maybe we are just going to clean things up. Oh, I was trying to decide what to do with all that trash. Again, do we keep it? Do we sell it? What do you guys do with it? Let me know below. If you've played in the early alpha stages or the beta stages of this game, what do you do with all this trash? Is it worth saving? Not quite sure. So we got our carrots. Kind of jump back and forth here between these two. I think I'm finally starting to figure out my inventory. A little painful there. Yeah, I think this is where we start looking at what's needed for the new item, the extractor. And we need 2 more scraps. Yeah. I believe we call it a night. And our bug catching did level up. We can now make ground insect scent. Not quite sure what that does. We'll have to try it out next time. So we gained a little bit from farming. The seaweed was only worth 2, so it wasn't worth much. Those carrots were worth quite a bit though, which was good to see. And then the bug catching the sea slugs. Not too bad. So on this day, let's see. I think what we end up doing is we end up grabbing a radish, some daisies, maybe a potato, maybe a carrot. I know we harvest what we can. And then we try to turn in what we can at the temple. So we're going to go turn in an item, or a couple items really. We're going to water what's left over in our crops. Yeah, I think we leave... No, maybe we do carry it all with us. I know we're aware that we need some more seeds. And I know we also need scrap, so we may kick a few trash cans along the way as well, trying to see if we can find any scrap. I hate to say it, I think we're unsuccessful as well. So this is about the time I remembered, well, we should have probably gathered the wood and the stone and all the other stuff and brought that with us as well. But that's okay. So we turned in everything. We need morels and wasabi, or a morel and wasabi. We know we can find the morel. We've seen them near the vineyard. But the wasabi, we're still not quite sure where we're going to find that. So I think we're going on a little bit of a search for at least the morels, definitely for the wasabi. So we're going to check some of these little plant spots and see what we see along the way. And so I'm trying to find paths that I hadn't quite walked on before. We're thinking, since we haven't really seen the wasabi yet, where could it possibly be? Went to the blacksmith. Why did we go to the blacksmith? Oh, with the ore. Do we carry the ore with us? Upgrade tools. No. Yes, we did. So we're going to upgrade our pickaxe. We were going to upgrade this from the mines. I think next time we're going to upgrade the sickle. I think I just now noticed there are different animals in the pens. That there's not just dogs and cats, that there was actually a lizard of some kind, and I thought I saw a bunny rabbit. I'll have to keep an eye out. Do we go back that way? I don't think so. I think we were going to go to Sam's to pick up some seeds, and we realized that they were closed. So then we were trying to figure out what to do. I was trying to look for scrap by kicking trash cans, because we needed 2 more. Thought maybe it'd be an easy way. Also thought I'd check the vineyard just to see if we have any more of those morel mushrooms, which we did. So we grab one of those and we immediately head back to the temple. Well, minus a couple trash can kickings. It's a common starfish. But we go back to the temple to turn in the morel before we forget that we have it. And that's a maple seed. We know we need maple seeds, but what we don't know is can we turn them in one at a time, or do we need to have all 5 in our inventory at once? So this here is also going to be a little bit of an experiment just to see what we could do. Oh, so fun running into you here. Hi, Millie. It's nice to see you. Hey, that's sweet. Likewise, of course. Anyways, I'm trying something out. So, there's this old legend about a goddess who lives in the water on Coral Island. Who lives in the water. I heard it from my dad. Water? Like the ocean? No, not the ocean. I asked him that exact question. It's the lake, I think. Don't tell anybody, but I've been throwing flowers around this lake since. Gosh. Yeah, I've done it in a bunch of different spots. Still nothing. I know it's silly, but all fairy tales are kind of silly, right? Anyway, I thought I'd throw some flowers in next time. I thought you said you had been throwing flowers. Well, I didn't know if it would actually work, and I didn't want to... I tested the idea by throwing in some grass. I thought it might work, but it didn't. But don't worry, I started using flowers today. Maybe that's what it takes to summon the goddess. What do you think? I hope I didn't make the goddess mad by giving her grass. Oh, she started throwing in grass. Now she switched to flowers. Got it. Nope. We got another moth. Well, at least we got better at catching them. There's a lot of bird feeders around here. There are. So we turn in the moral. And then we go to the essential... Whoops. Maybe we don't. There we go. We go to the essential resources. And we find out that with the maple seeds, I don't think we can turn in all of them. I think we have to turn them all in at once. They know it wouldn't let me select it to put them away. We do see the chest. And looks like we get more candy, which is great. We like candy seed tree. Candy tree seed. So we found this boulder. We're trying to figure out what this was, and it wouldn't let us inspect. Every time we right-clicked on it, swatted, or it used our action key instead. So I wish we could have inspected that a little bit more. Nothing good in that trash can. Bummer. Can we catch these flowers? Nope. Or are those butterflies? Nope. I think I'm trying to figure out where we're going. I think we're mostly just running. Trying to find spots that we had not been to yet to see if we can see any wasabi. Was kind of the goal. I see pine trees. Trying to figure out where to find a pine cone too. We saw that this area here is blocked as well. So it was around this point that I actually started thinking, I wonder what those little sprouts in the middle of the streets or the roads do. And I was wondering if there was a way we could gather those. And so I was thinking of either a pickaxe. That didn't work. I think we tried the hoe and we ended up getting some compost, which made me wonder. I wonder if we can get wasabi from one of these as a random drop. And so, I mean, we got a moral mushroom. We ended up getting a bunch of wild seeds, which was good, I think. Because one of the things I was thinking was maybe if we have all these seeds, maybe we grow it. Maybe it's a wild seed that we grow. Not 100% sure. I was also kind of clearing the grass here just to see what all we could see. If there was anything hidden in there. And I know it's getting late. So we decided to gather any of those little spots that we saw along the way. And lightning bug. Get it? We're way too slow on that. But we did see a few more of these things to attempt to gather. We got a lot of mushrooms. We didn't get any of the scrap we needed, though. And I'll be honest, we still never got a lot of the, we still never found the wasabi. We did plant all these seeds, but by the time we end this stream, we still have no idea what they do or what they've grown into. So it'll be a surprise next time. Be curious to see if we ever found our wasabi. Oh, our inventory was full. We did get this swallowtail butterfly. So now we have to figure out what can we get rid of. think we end up getting rid of the hay, or the grass, fiber. Fiber was fairly easy to gather and get, whereas, trust me, we're struggling with the butterflies. More mushrooms. Again, we can't pick anything up, so I decide not to clear this out any further. So we do a little bit of inventory management here. So you can see we do plant some of our seeds here. Nope. I think I realized that I put my watering can away. Yeah, and I'm just trying to think, I wonder what those seeds are. I wonder if they're going to be more lettuce. Is it going to be more radishes? Is it going to be wasabi? No idea. I have no clue. But I'm curious to see next time what grows in that spot. And then what's this other mystery seed we have in the front there? That looks like a radish. I think that is a radish. I remember that we do have the potatoes. So we do put the potatoes in the middle there, just to fill up our garden plot. And I think this is where we kind of call it an episode. And I will catch you next time. Goodbye. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more content as it greatly helps out my channel. Hope to see you soon.